Hey everybody, how's it going? And today I'm actually going to be showing you all of the weapons that you can get from the hard mode chests. And the first one is the Scourge of the Corruptor, which I've already showed you. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out. It's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. But just to go over it really quickly again, it fires a javelin with it doesn't cost anything, it just fires a free javelin that when it hits a surface or an enemy, it deals damage and causes 2 projectiles to come out of it that actually home in on any nearby enemy, which is actually pretty awesome because this thing does a lot of damage by itself, and the projectiles also deal quite a bit of damage. But that is that, and the truffle has arrived, so that's awesome. He just recently died, so they move in pretty quick when they die, I guess. But next is vampire knives. These are probably the ones that everybody knows about because a lot of people have them right now, and they're also known as one of the most overpowered weapons in this game. They actually don't deal too much damage, but it's the fact that they heal you. They heal you for 1/10 of the damage done. So if, you know, using these, you can pretty much solo any boss in the game with melee armor on and stuff like that. And you can pretty much just stand on top of them and you'll never die. They deal quite a bit, not too much damage, not as much as the Scourge of the Corruptor, but it's the fact that it's a very, very fast speed at which you throw them that just makes them very strong. And you throw about 4 to 5 out at a time, I think. And if you're wondering what that fire particle effect is that's coming out of the daggers, it's not the daggers themselves, it's my fire gauntlet that I have. And yep, as you can see, it's just kind of, they look like normal. They're pretty boring by themselves, but with this thing, they deal a lot. They deal more damage, and they look really cool. So after that, there is the Piranha Gun. The Piranha Gun. Oh yeah, I should probably be describing or telling you what chests you get these in. The Scourge of the Corruptor is from the Corrupted chest, of course. The Vampire Knives is from the Crimson chest, and the Piranha Gun, which is actually a really cool weapon. I didn't think it was that good, but the Piranha Gun you get from the Jungle chest. And what the Piranha Gun does, if I can actually find an enemy to test it out on real quick, is it shoots a piranha from a gun, of course, and it will actually latch onto the enemy that you fire it at, and it will just deal constant damage before returning to your gun. Or if there's more than one enemy on the screen, which hopefully I can kind of get some record some other stuff. Oh yeah, here you go. If you fire, say, this slime, see if I can kind of get them to spread out a bit, but I guess that's not really going to happen. I fired at the slime, the Piranha Gun, yep, there we go, perfect. It jumps from enemy to enemy, killing them until returning to your gun when there's no enemies left on the screen. It doesn't deal that much damage, but as long as you hold your mouse button down while it's firing, it will pretty much never stop attacking enemies until it returns to your gun. But it would be cool if when you fire it, you don't have to hold down the mouse button, because it pretty much makes it so that you can't attack anymore while you're firing the gun. So that's kind of a bit of a letdown, but it's pretty cool nonetheless, even though it's pretty weak, to be honest. Only 37 range damage. But next, there is the Rainbow Gun. The Rainbow Gun you get from the Hollow chest, and as the name suggests, it fires a rainbow from a gun. And the rainbow constantly deals magic damage to any enemy that is either standing in it or passes through it. So let's see if I can test it out right now. Get this slime to jump into it. Nope. Alright, there we go. Yep, so it jumps into it, and it actually lasts for a very long time, which is actually pretty cool because you can fire this thing and then take out your weapon and just kind of fight stuff for a bit and then recast it. So it's pretty cool. It's better than I thought it was again. And this is what the Jungle chest, Hollow chest, and the Frozen chest looks like, just in case you're wondering. And last but not least, there is the Staff of the Frost Hydra. When you cast this, it summons a turret wherever your mouse is. If you try and fire it in the air, it just places it on the block below your cursor. So you can't really put it in the air, which kind of sucks, but makes sense. And this does a lot of summon damage to enemies. And it can pretty much solo any like low health boss or any enemy. And I don't think there is a time limit on how long this turret can stay here for. I think it's just as long as it's on your screen, which is actually really cool. And yep, that's all of the weapons that you can get from the hard mode chest. There's no variation to what you can get in each of the chests. It's just the same item every single time, which is good in a way, but it also kind of sucks, because it would be pretty cool if there was more just amazing weapons that you could get. But it's actually better this way, because it's so hard to get the keys as is that if you got 2 and then opened like 2 frozen chests and got the same item twice, it would just be a real letdown. But anyways, you're probably wondering how I got all of these weapons so quickly. And the answer is that I did not farm for hours on end, although I did that for the corrupted key, which was just a pain in the ass because I was there for like 3 hours grinding for the key. But I actually looked on the Terraria wiki, and if you haven't done that yet, it basically tells you that there is just a very easy way of getting keys. And that is, if you put down, let me actually see. No, I don't have any on me, but I'll actually show you right now. Alright guys, here I am in the jungle, and the easy way to farm for these keys is basically to use meteorite and honey and the turtle armor. The turtle armor is some of the best melee armor in the game right now, because it gives you just a load of defense, and the set bonus is actually really good, because the set bonus is that attackers also take full damage. So when anything attacks you, it also takes damage. It's kind of like a thorns sort of effect. And an easy way to find, well, first off, you can make the turtle armor by mining chlorophyte in the jungle and getting 3 turtle shells, and that'll make you the full set. You need about 3 stacks of chlorophyte, so be prepared to be mining for a little bit. But anyway, the way that you can get jungle keys and any kind of key very easily is just to put just a load of meteorite just all over the place. I'm just gonna put it in a nice little pile here, and you want to put meteorite here until meteor heads start spawning and floating toward you. And let me just this will actually give me a nice opportunity to show off these weapons a little bit more. There's the Scourge of the Corruptor, Vampire Knives, deals a lot of damage, and Piranha Gun. Piranha Gun's kind of my least favorite because it's kind of weird to aim, but I mean when it hits, it just kills everything, to be honest. And there we go. Rainbow Gun. Wow, that actually deals a lot more damage than I thought it would. Well, pretty good. And then I'll just put this thing to protect me. But you can put meteorites down. Hopefully soon it should spawn a biome. Or it should start spawning meteor heads. There we go. The music changed. And meteor heads are starting to float toward me. And now what you do is make a little bit of a dip. There we go. 2 wide should do it. Mine out 1 meteor and use honey buckets. Honey buckets, if you don't know, you can get honey from the beehives that you can find in the jungle, and you can actually put them in a bucket, which is handy, and just kind of do that water duping glitch that's been in the game for so long. And you want to dupe it so you can stand in the honey. It won't work if you're just kind of standing there normally, because these meteor heads will set you on fire and they'll kill you eventually. But you want to wait and fill this little dip with honey until you get... One sec, I'm just looking for meteor... There we go. It was in my hotbar the whole time. But you want to wait until you get the effect. Just constantly your life regeneration is increased. And what this will do is that these meteor heads no longer set you on fire when you're standing in the honey. As you can see, I'm on fire now. But if I jump in the honey, I'm not on fire anymore. So that on fire effect is completely negated by the honey. And you also start regenerating a lot of life. And as you can see, these meteorites are just constantly floating toward me, and I am not dying, and I'm actually gaining a lot more health back. And using this, you can actually get keys very easily. You can just kind of AFK for a bit, and you'll just get a lot of money, meteorite, and you'll get the key every now and then. But it could take you just a really long time, because it is a 1 in 4,000 drop. So it's still going to take you a long time, but at least it saves you the struggle of just killing everything in sight for keys, because you can just stand here. And if you actually want to minimize this and go watch other stuff, you want to do something else on the computer, then you need to start a server, and that's easy enough. You just go to multiplayer on the home screen and then start a server yourself. It's pretty simple, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Using this, I got every single weapon you see here because I got all the keys, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.